Well, it's hump day again here at Freedom Church, and an opportunity for us to get into God's Word for just a couple of minutes and get over the hump. We're glad that you joined us today. Now, there's an old saying out there that when you're trying to come up with a strategy or figure something out, that you should KISS it, K-I-S-S, or in other words, keep it simple, stupid. Well, how do we do that in the terms of our faith? That's how we're going to get over the hump today. So you've got a lot of stuff going on in your life. Life has become very complex and certainly not simple anymore. The other day I was at Starbucks and I'd gone in to do a little bit of reading, and I got my cup of coffee and I sat down, and pretty soon there's another guy who comes in, and he's sitting in a chair just to my left, and he's got his laptop out on his lap, and he's got a phone, and he's videoing from his phone something that's on his laptop, and I'm watching him this entire time. And then pretty soon another guy comes in, and he sits kind of catty corner of me, and he's got his iPad or some kind of tablet, and he's got his headphones in, and he's texting on his phone while he's listening to something on his iPad. And then finally another guy walks in, and all he's got is a newspaper. He sits down on the other side. So here are the four of us sitting there. And I just thought to myself, man, how complex we have made things in life. No wonder when we start to go through things, it becomes difficult to kiss it or keep it simple, stupid. Now, there's a great passage in God's Word, and I know many of you have heard this and stuff like that, but maybe here today you need to apply God's KISS principle to your circumstances. You'll find this passage in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Here's what it says. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will guide your paths." Did you hear that? Trust in God. Now, that's easy to say, and if you're a follower of Jesus Christ, you know that we live a life of faith, not by flesh, not by sight. We live by faith. But trust is an action word. It's not just something to proclaim, well, I trust God and somehow that's going to make it all. Trust is an action word. It means forsaking everything else. I put my trust in Him. Forsaking my own ways of doing things. Forsaking the ways that the world does things. Or forsaking even the good ideas that I have. I'm going to trust God to show me. So it begins with that word, trust. Keeping it simple begins with trusting God. God is the only one who sees through the smoke and the mirrors of our complexities in life. And He says this, He says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Now, the heart is the center of the being, and that means every bit of us. Our thoughts, our mind, our ideas, our old ways of doing things, our new thoughts of new ways to do things, all of our heart turn to God to say, God, how's it that you're seeing this? Why am I making it so complex when I know that to you, God, it's very simple? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Now, to lean means to have a support system out there. And we are so famous in our life for wanting to have a plan B just in case God's plan A doesn't seem to be working out in the way and in the time that we expect it to. So God says, get all the other props out of your way. Everything else that you've leaned on, get rid of it. Lean not. Don't use that as your support. Don't use that as your fallback position. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways, in all your ways, acknowledge me. Now, again, this is more than just oh yeah, all right, God, you're there. I know that. This is I'm going to obey you, God. If you say wait, I'm going to wait. Though everything inside of me says, no, I want this done and I want it done now. I'm going to wait. God, if you say forgive them, I'm going to forgive them. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. The only way that we acknowledge God is through obedience. In fact, the Bible tells us that obedience to God is far greater than any sacrifice. So here on this hump day, let me encourage you. I don't know what you're going through. I got my own stuff, all right? I don't know what you're going through, but why don't we together trust in the Lord with all of our heart? Not let our own understanding guide us or lead us, but in every way seek to obey Him. And know this, He will guide your paths. God will help you to kiss your problems and keep it simple, stupid. Have a great hump day, and God bless you.